Okay, so it's Friday the 29th of January, and today we're looking at putting together some of our information text to write a short piece, just a little bit about Roman roads and Roman religion today. But firstly, can you find the prepositions in these sentences? So there's 5 sentences. I think there's 1 preposition in each. And remember, prepositions tell you where something is in relation to something else. Okay, so 1 preposition in each sentence, and these are the ones you should have found. So we've got the tunnel went underneath the mountain, tells you where the tunnel is in relation to the mountain. Whereas a sheep in relation to the bridge, where it's wandered over the bridge. I flew to Spain, rather than I flew inside Spain or outside Spain or wherever. I flew to Spain. And where is the door in relation to the wardrobe? Well, the door is inside the wardrobe. And then it can also relate to time. So whereabouts in the film did you buy some popcorn? Well, you bought it during the film. So they are prepositions: underneath, over, to, inside, and during. So today we're looking at, can I write an information text? So we're going to write a very short paragraph on Roman roads and a very short paragraph on Roman religion, based on the notes you took on Monday. But if you can't find your notes on Monday, or for some reason you want to use my notes, I've got some notes here. So you can use this screen, you can use my notes here for Roman roads and Roman religion. So they're quite simple notes, so I'm not going to read them through, but they're the notes that you can have a look at. You might want to pause, have a quick look at those notes, maybe jot some down if you haven't got your own, but you can use those notes for your own writing today. Okay, the only thing we're looking at for today is to use some subordinating conjunctions. So just in your piece of writing, we just need to use some of these words: until, because, before, when, and although. So they're the main ones we looked at the other day, really. So using some of those in your sentences. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example. So my first example is this, about Roman roads. So this is what I've written, and this is roughly the sort of length I would expect you to write about Roman roads. I've got about 4 sentences there. So that would be what I'd expect you to write. So I'll just read it through. Until the Romans arrived in Britain, there were only muddy tracks between villages. The Romans built 10,000 miles of really straight roads all over the country. They put big stones on top of chalk and clay and dug ditches either side. Even though many of the Roman roads have been turned into motorways, some can still be seen. So I've started really simply at the beginning, what happened before, what the Romans did, and then what happened to the Roman roads after. And I've just used 2 subordinate conjunctions there. I've used until, and I've used even though. That's another one you can use. You can use although as well. So until and even though is what I've used there, and then my subordinate conjunctions. So I'm going to take you through it then. So I'm going to show you what you could write about Roman religion. So really simply, once again, I'm going to use my notes from before, my notes from that slide I showed you. And I'm going to say, well, what happened before the Romans? So before the Romans arrived, people in Britain were pagans and believed in many gods. And already I've got my subordinate conjunction before in there. Then I'm going to say, well, what happened when the Romans got here? So although the Romans didn't believe in the same gods, they let Britons worship their own gods. So that's something we saw from that website, which we took notes on Monday. And also I've got another subordinate conjunction in there. I've used although this time. So although the Romans didn't believe in the same gods, they let Britons worship their own gods. So what else next would I say? Well, I'm going to say about Christianity. So when Christianity started, the Romans banned it and even killed Christians. And then I've used my subordinate conjunction when there as well. So I've got 3 in this paragraph so far, which is really good. That's more than enough. So when Christianity started, the Romans banned it and even killed Christians. That's my notes. And then I'm going to finish off by just a simple thing about what's happening now. So, however, Christianity eventually became the official religion. That means the main religion of the Romans and Britain. And that shows what's happened now, because nowadays Christianity is the main religion in England. So that's my paragraph. So once again, it's 4 sentences. One which happened, what happened before the Romans got here, 2 sentences about what the Romans did, and then finally what's happening now. So I'll read it through again. Before the Romans arrived, people in Britain were pagans and believed in many gods. Although the Romans didn't believe in the same gods, they let Britons worship their own gods. When Christianity started, the Romans banned it and it even killed Christians. However, Christianity eventually became the official religion of the Romans and Britain. And I've got in my success criteria, because I've used there my 3 subordinate conjunctions: before, although, and when. So your task today is to put together 2 paragraphs, one about Roman roads and one about Roman religion. So what have you got to help you? Well, firstly, you've got your notes you took on Monday, and you can also look back at that website, which we used on Monday to help you. If you go back through the video, and I'll show you now, you've also got my notes, so you can use my notes to help you. And you've also got examples of my paragraph of Roman roads, which you can borrow some ideas from if you like. And you've also got my example of my Roman religion paragraph, which you can borrow some ideas from too. So that's all you're writing, about 4 sentences for each, so probably about 8 sentences in total. And if you want to put it, you should have a rough plan for how your information text it should be laid out. But if you want to put it just on your page, just so, here it would be. So I would say maybe do a nice title for today across the top. Then you've got your subheadings, roads and religion. You just put your writing in there. And then maybe, probably later on, if you've got time today, you could do a picture of a Roman road perhaps. If not, just leave a gap for it and we can fill these bits kind of later on, can't we? Depending on how you've designed your idea. But the main thing for today is get those 2 paragraphs written. And then later on, we can worry about making it all look pretty and having like the colorful bits on everything like that. So that's for today. And there's all the things you have to help you.